and welcome to the weekly injury report update for the OBR and the matchup against the New England Patriots in Week 10. I'm Corey Gaudreau, and joining me tonight is the legend himself, Fred Greetham, to talk about who's banged up, who's feeling good, and everything in between. Welcome to the show, Fred.
Hey, Corey. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So right down the street from me will be the host of the game this weekend, Gillette Stadium. Three big question marks going into this game injury-wise for the Browns. We have Greedy Williams from his injury of last week, and both JOK and Kareem Hunt are eligible to come off of the IR. So what are you hearing about those three right now?
Well, JOK was designated for return today, and he actually practiced today. So I think that's good news. Stefanski said that they're going to see him practice this week, see how he does, and then make a decision. So far, whenever they've activated or designated a guy for return on Wednesday, the last one was Anthony Walker and Andy Janovich, and Nick Harris, they all were active and played in the game. So I think that unless he has a setback, I think he'll be a go for this week. And then you have Greedy Williams, who left the game early with a shoulder injury. They didn't have a lot of information. Coach kind of alluded on Monday that he was day to day, but he alluded that it was connected similar to the nerve issue he had last year, which kept him out all season. So he said he'd update on Wednesday. There was really no update. Williams was out on the practice field. I actually had a video of him on my Twitter just to show him and JOK out on the practice field today. So he looks like he's in good shape. Similar to last week, John Johnson, when he sprained his neck, was held out the rest of the game against the Steelers, but then he was fine and played. And Williams actually was on the field today, so I think that bodes well for him. And so I think from the injury front, the biggest situation right now they have is COVID.
So Nick Chubb, Demetric Felton, John Kelly, like you had mentioned, all added to that COVID list. Not necessarily an injury, but it could have them not be part of the game on Sunday. So for those that were added to that list this week, for those who may not be familiar with the process, what do they have to do between now and then to be eligible for the game?
Well, if the players are vaccinated, which I believe they are, they have to have two negative tests 24 hours apart. So, they have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even game day that if you test negative, then you have another negative test. The thing is even if they don't have symptoms, they can still evidently test positive. So that's I believe what's going on. So just a timetable on the virus and how quickly it gets through their bodies. And so it's hard to even know. But Felton and Chubb and Kelly, three of their four running backs on the roster, are in that situation. So hopefully Kelly was the first one. So hopefully he at least gets cleared. But obviously the big one's Nick Chubb.
So lastly, let's just quickly touch upon Baker Mayfield. He was listed as limited in practice with a foot injury. Is that something that we need to be concerned about, or what are you hearing about that?
I don't think so. Talked to him after practice, and he just said that, he called it a flesh wound. He had, I don't know if he got stepped on or something. If you saw the game last week on the sideline, he was limping a little, but he walked it off and he was back out and he played the whole game. I think today just didn't throw a whole lot. We don't get to see practice. We get to see a little bit of the individual drills, but he wasn't doing a whole lot. He said he expects to, throw more in the next couple days. So I'm not too worried about that. It's more concerning about the shoulder, and he seems to have figured that out or working through it. So not too worried about Baker Mayfield. I think unless there's setbacks, everybody, on the list will play as of right now.
Well, thanks so much, Fred, as always, for your insight and filling us in on what you've been seeing down there and out of the camp in Berea. For Fred Greetham, I'm Corey Gaudreau. This is the injury report update of this week. Thanks for watching.